how did you really go about making it? How did you write it? Take us through the entire process of My Brother Nikhil. How did you work around the film?
I think it was accidentally my first film because before this was my fifth script actually, and every film I was trying to make was perceived as too bold. And at one point, my business partner, co-producer, actor of the film, Sanjay Suri, said, "Why don't you write something that we can produce ourselves?" And this film is about my brother Nikhil. So I wanted the audience at that point to see Nikhil as someone who is really loved by someone again, who, as a person, as a face, you immediately fall in love with Juhi. And I wanted her to be in the film. I didn't know she would say yes, and I was terrible with film narration. So Sanjay, who had done Shankar Beats with her, had fixed a meeting, and she had kept 2 hours for me. I went there in 7 minutes. My narration was over. I just didn't, I just couldn't do it. I'm used to just writing it. And I left the script with her, and 2 days later she called me and said, "Listen, if I went by a narration, I wouldn't have done the film. But I read the script, and I love it, and I want to do it, and I know that you don't have the funds. And you just take care of my stuff. You don't have to,
Wow.
So I was very fortunate about
Wow, wow. And thank you so much, Onir, for really making this as your first film. It's such an incredible film.
First of all, thanks to Team PVR for arranging this special screening. And I always wanted to see this movie because when it was released, I was just a school going person. I did not actually have permission or interest in my family to see a movie of this kind. Thank you for helping us, share and reconnect with this beautiful movie. Thanks.
Well, I believe, like the director Onir mentioned, like it has to be way beyond the sexuality. It has to be about raw emotions.
I think these kind of movies can bring a lot of change because many people don't have idea how that person feel. So that movie could give them an image how that person is feeling and convey their feeling to them, their parents, their friends. So I think movies can play a big role.
I also feel the same because there are so many taboos in India and all over the world, and people, there was a specific scene in the movie wherein the doctor was not even looking in the eyes of the patient because he felt that it could transmit through eye contact as well, which is something which is not true with HIV and AIDS. So, ऐसे topics, I think it's necessary that movies like these should be made so that people can be aware of.